What are 10 tips you can implement to increase your revenue and cash flow? Some of the sample benefits are cost reduction, increased efficiency, centralized information flow, so better communications, streamlined purchase order systems and invoice creation and processing, organization and understanding, which leads to better quality and better outputs. And there's many more. So lots of benefits within these 10 steps. The first step at a high level is to gather information, your data. So in other words, your spend areas, cost areas, what best value is, etc. The second thing is complete your analysis of your budget areas, and that's every single area. See what your spend is in each area. What's the main focus? What's your core areas of spend and non-core areas of spend? Then you need to determine as an organization what your best value is. Really important and critical in how everything flows down through procurement, cost reduction, finance, sales, marketing process, everything. It affects everything. So best value, some examples of that would be delivery times, your payment terms, what your compliance looks like through green and many other areas, reporting, KPIs, all kinds of things there. Next step 4 is team communication. So as you open up processes and as you grow to become best in value in everything you do, that opens up team communication, which creates more trust. So it blows right through fear-based management. So these are just some examples of your team communications in the RFP, the things that you do. And by the way, procurement isn't everything. It's sales, marketing. It's every spend area you can imagine, as we've done over 2,000 spend areas over the last many, many years. Step 5, you'll create your what we call your RFP. That's request for proposal scope of work letter that outlines what you're doing and doing a generic template. And then you can add to that for anything you're taking out to not only reduce that cost, but also increase best value, increase efficiency, communications, et cetera. Step 6, you'll send that scope of work RFP letter out along with any pertinent data to your vendor suppliers, partners to look at partnering with you. It's not just reducing the cost or best value, but it's partnering. These are example master list areas within your step 6 and really doing apples to apples for best value. Step 7 would be your bid proposal receipt and evaluation. So some of the partners, vendor suppliers will send you back what you've been looking for, and you'll be able to evaluate apple to apple. Number 8, you'll select your winning partner, vendor, supplier, whatever you want to call that entity, to create a true sustainable long-term relationship. Number 9, you'll make sure that contract is, as when it's signed and implemented, is exactly apples to apples with your RFP scope of work letter. That's where most organizations, don't have the best value because they don't mirror that contract to the RFP scope of work letter. Number 10 is your implementation of next project. So you start with one, and we suggest you do a simple one. It could be office supplies. It could be things that are what I call non-core areas. Those are the 10 steps, and then we go into great detail what those areas look like, the difference between cost reduction and then what is procurement cost reduction, and then really what is best value, which is where most organizations don't really go into the more in-depth sustainable areas, creating best in practice organizations and teams. So what are you proactively doing for your bottom line?